desperate for leadership to deliver, desperate to know the truth, and desperate to know the real issues confronting the country.
They think they will see this election, they will not allow it. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country.
Well, I can lie. The government, all the ministers that in the government, they can lie. They don't put out also everything they say. They don't say the truth.
The people of Liberia, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer.
And the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. It's Face the Issue on Kings FM. John Antonin April Godson William, commonly known as Teacher Live, from Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and most stimulating conversation training for the day.
That's the funny thing about Unity Park. In a football game, if we were playing a tournament, they beat us today, and we drop out of the tournament. Our focus now is not the tournament again. Unity Party get their opponent, the Liberian people, they lead the Liberian people, then they come back to their team that they defeated. Everyone said that they put a crack away. You know, but they say so.
On Face the Issue, we speak out the fact in advocating for the right of Liberia. Face the Issue brings you logic, explain logic, and advance you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issue. Comes on your airway from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Kings FM 88.5. Don't miss it.
You bow, Papa. You bow. You collected $22 million again without PPCC involvement.
Honored at the recent investiture.
Oh, yeah.
DJ Nicky.
I wish to be something else, so we not vote for Latin and we here, oh. People dying in jail, houses money is single. Parents crying for YFs. Adolescents we were in jail. 100 years back and forth. Jarrah's life didn't go up. Yahweh Suole betray the labor. You can call over to feed the cable. Listen, we get gold, we get diamond, we get iron, oh. We get all, we get timber, we get rubber, oh. They sell the money in the bank and we are leaving, oh. After the 100 days, last quarter be the quarter, oh. But what can the tree will go? Waka, oh. We die, oh. Waka, oh. What can the tree will go? Waka, oh. We die, oh. Waka, oh. What can the tree will go? Waka, oh. We die, oh.
Now the first time in the country you will see I'm to wrong. We're not talking plenty ego, we're not fighting them we're going. And when we're talking say the team back out to win to all wrong, you can just be looking at all that to say sleeping among the men are pong. Expressing my feelings on this song, the 22 million roll. You tell me how far you go. Then I only want talking say we are coming up bro. They been bossing from Ghana, the people send police for A, yellow machine from China, they come and say let no for A.
Yama, when I'm feeling from here, just like what I've been poor in there.
So one they get it, made them to answer. One they get it, made them to answer.
What on the tree will go? Waka, oh. We die, oh. Waka, oh. What on the tree will go? Waka, oh. We die, oh.
Oh, I play the freedom of speech. Tell me why they sack people for MCC. What the freedom of speech. When you thought you get the government like Zaki.
We still trying to understand the government agenda. The rescue mission, rescue vision, follow fake impression. They get the drop and lead the people with high expectation. Like who's that part is in the asking when the train will go. But how the train will go when the driver is old? We been sitting in the train, but the driver can wake up. Now all the funny things they make all the back give up. But who think on the budget?
Like they see men and I think on CPP document.
The house are sending like they don't a young people property. But Uncle Prince and Jerry praying for back out the rapid. The country fire on a hustle, we can understand it. See how the people crying.
I have received today news of the evictions and destructions of our party headquarters. Unfortunate and regrettable as this is, I wish to encourage all Liberians, especially our supporters and sympathizers, to stay calm, remain law-abiding, and respect due process in the interest of our democracy, the rule of law, and the peaceful coexistence among all Liberians, irrespective of party, social, ethnic, or tribal affiliations. Fellow Liberians, fellow partisans of the Coalition for Democratic Change, today we witness yet another testament of the Unity Party government gross disregard for the rule of law. Emboldened by impunity, they continue to abuse power, testing our nation's fragile peace and democracy. Their list of violations grows daily, from police brutality against ordinary citizens to outright disregard of court orders. We must, however, take the high road. In the interest of peaceful coexistence, I urge everyone to remain calm, law-abiding, and respectful of due process, despite this partisan political mischiefs from the Unity Party government. In the legal battle over the ownership of the CDC headquarters, our party has always followed the rule of law and openly stated its willingness to abide by the court final ruling, regardless of the outcome. Yet, before the battle was fully exhausted, the trigger-happy partisans leadership of the police force, with direct instruction from Bwaka himself, spurred into actions. There was not a lawful eviction. It was a failed mission to destroy and erase the CDC in an attempt to fulfill their very wish Bwaka has repeatedly expressed to his lieutenants. While executing this criminal act, they made the cheers of their partisans. They failed to notice the loud silence of the vast majority of ordinary Liberians. Our people are in disbelief at this administration. Reckless behavior in its quest to consolidate power. Posterity will punish them harshly, while the loss of our office building is a setback. I want to emphasize that it is only temporary. We shall overcome this sooner rather than later. Thanks to your unwavering commitment, determination, and resilience, fellow citizens, coalitions, well-wishers, and sympathizers. Fellow partisans, do not be despaired. While we admit these are difficult times, our party has faced worse situations, even from the very same actors we see today, and we have emerged stronger. We shall prevail. The UP leadership under Bwaka are destroyed, but we are builders. A special national headquarters delivery committee is being established to immediately begin the construction work so that we can have a modern state-of-the-art new home in record time. We shall execute this while we embark on a national tour to inform our people. In my journey to heights I have achieved, I have seen such hiccups before. We shall never waver. Together we will build. We are survivors by history. We are blessed with a spirit that overcomes even the most tragedies and misfortune. Remember, the unity, strength, and identity of our party and coalition are not formed in bricks and mortar. They live in the minds, hearts, and fighting spirit of our teaming supporters. Therefore, I call on every member of the party, our sympathizers, to mobilize and focus our energies on constructing our next premises. I must be clear, resist the temptation to take the law into your own hands. However disappointed we are by this outcome, I call on each of you to continue respecting the law and due process. Fellow partisans, well-wishers, and sympathizers, I am optimistic about the political future of our party. Together we will build a better homeland for our party. So help me God. God bless Liberia.
We have seen a systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution. Lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye even when the sacred hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens, while millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and Liberia is paying the price. But citizens, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even the strongest storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Fruta to Peaceville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Southtown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Bouaka administration. And that institution is the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I am so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, mobilize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes and aid will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrongs, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponent, we see a failure and we are coming to face it. Again, as the great Nelson Mandela said in a quote, it always seems impossible until it is done. Unquote. The party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. A belief we will uphold to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is still ahead. And together we will get there. And so I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberians will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our country and our people.
Bouaka, we used to go to him, even feel Bouaka because of his title. Make him comfortable because of a title. But you see what he's doing. You get a lot of gangsters around here and thinking that Liberia is afraid of gangsters. It's a lie.
But you should be concerned as well. Why it is true that you're in opposition, you should be concerned. You also have a responsibility to maintain the peace of the country. Though the burden has shifted on the government to maintain the peace.
AB, I've always kept the peace of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
During Ellen time, I've kept the peace. During President Dota, I kept the peace. Amos Soyota, I kept the peace. Charles Taylor, I kept the peace. I've never broken anything in this country. I work for peace in our country and I'm on record. Even the United Nations know that I work for peace. So I'm not trying to break the peace. What I'm telling you that those people that say they came to rescue us, they are breaking the laws of the Republic and it is wrong. If you can't see it, AB, it is wrong. It is wrong. Because in the government that I serve, any position was respected. Today, you can say that you're taking the person off because he associated with somebody. No, but you see, we are different. The respect I have for Ellen Johnson, I kept that respect. And the respect I kept for her, to respect the laws of the Republic. I even work with Ellen Johnson as a peace ambassador. I don't have a issue of keeping the peace of the country. Of course, we are peaceful. But we will not allow people to break our laws and then intimidate people and we just sit. That would never happen. You know, we in opposition, Ellen Johnson, Madam Ellen Johnson said, let me give her the respect because that's somebody that I respect so much. She did some things that we disagree and we went to her and spoke to her. By the rule of law, you know, we have the right to protest and we protest, we went to Ellen and she understood that. She came on the table and we talked.
And the government need to really, really invest. The people like you that get the type of structure, they come say, even they could just be getting you $1 million for the budget year. Every year they give you $1 million. You impact a lot of.
If I were president of this country, I should God show you his wonder. You're not believing. We told Joshua for what? You're a footballer.
Yeah.
A football developed country. I thought about being in the head.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen Johnson because she's from Harvard University.
Yeah.
What would the book do for you? No passion for development. Then Umo Joshua will put the meanest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me.
Connections there, you not get it.
Yeah, no connection.
Yeah. Just say that all kind of things that just happen here. No, I'm sure no he, no tea.
when he was 12 years under Ellen. Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in a garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yes, yes.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All African leaders, they need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West.
Yeah.
He does not have that contact.
The Senate got a trap for Boyka.
Okay.
Because when we are wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from Boyka to where. And said the way forward is the Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Boyka come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, Nombi there, and he now where he's just thinking all kind of way, Boyka, all kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, you know, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went some kind of way, some kind of thing they did, but they did a resolution that passed because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Wow! All of them almost signed to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh! Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me and our Bani, Jim Bani. Now when I went to Kun, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Boyka benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with Ellen.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving Barbara for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of woman, then he want to persecute us. He not going to persecute us. So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Your partner said, go look for lawyer. It was from Kun office, my own son office that I went and signed a resolution. I asked many senators why y'all did this. You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So signing the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Boyka send a bill, they will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move. Yeah.
Reading a correct t-shirt.
Cases in 2024. May we take a moment of silence. A moment of silence. Every day in 2024, 9 women and children were raped. That is the average daily incidence of rape cases in 2024. According to the Nigerian Minister of Gender, Children and Social Protection, 2,759 rape cases. Is that not a genuine reason we are here for? Yeah. And an important reason we are here for? Yeah. We also remember the survivor of the King George massacre. As they are now Liberians, they were killed and shot in Cape Mount County. We should remember them. So we are here to present we are here to present the official petition to the people of Liberia, and we expect the government to get this petition from us.
So what a wonderful way to say good evening, welcome to the program Face the Issues. And of course, we're so much grateful to be here again to discuss more about our country. And this is certainly our country, and we need to keep fighting for our country. And this too is Liberia. So we're grateful joining you tonight again to talk more about our country. And of course, my name is Newton Tokpa, sitting in place of the attorney at law. He would have loved to be here, but due to some circumstances, with the information we have in our possession, we're hoping that the attorney will join us subsequently as we go about the show. So good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending your geographic location. And how is the new year? Happy New Year to all of you. How you doing? How you coming on? I guess you guys, are doing okay. Yes, I guess you guys are doing okay. So we're just grateful. We want to say Happy New Year to all of you. And we are so grateful to God for, sparing our lives, for allowing us to cross to 2026. He took us through from 2025, and now we have transitioned to 2026. So we're grateful, so grateful that we're able to sit here again, breathing with life, exhaling and inhaling. Yes, so we're just grateful because there are many who started the past year, 2025. There are a lot of people who started. We started together. We started the journey together, but we didn't end the journey. There were people who started, but they didn't end. Yes, but we just want to be grateful to God, and we have started a new journey. And this new journey we have started, I'm sure many of you have already, decided what to be done in the new year 2026. Because at the end of the old year, what happens is that people start to put their resolutions together for the new year, their plans, what they want to do, what do they envisage for the new year. So I guess you have done yours, and I guess you have so good plans. Yeah, what you envisage for the new year. What do you want to see? And like I said last night, as part of your plans, the different plans you have for the new years, those things you want to execute for the new year, make sure that Liberia is part of those plans. You got to make sure, because like we said, this is our country, and we certainly have a responsibility. So you may have the different plans. Yes, I want to travel. There are people, it's part of their plan for 2026. They want to travel, they want to get married, they want to buy a car, they want to, they want to earn a degree and all of that. So the different plans. But as part of those plans, what do you have for Liberia? How do you intend? What do you want to see about Liberia? How do you want to see us moving forward? What are ideas? What are new ideas? As part of the new year, what are new ideas we have? And those ideas are going to help to move our country forward. Those ideas going to help to make our country to compete with other countries in the world. Considering our age, we have gone nowhere. And yet still we always complaining, things are not okay, things are not fun. But that's the reality. Things are not certainly okay. And we just need to keep praying for our country. It's good that we have all crossed over to the new year. We got to keep praying for our country, and not just praying. Prayers without actions, that's not prayers. So let's say, for example, if you just wake up in the morning and say, God, please provide food. Yes, God has listened to you to provide food, yes, but you have to make move. So you're not praying in the morning, you just remain home without going out to look for food for your family. And you say, God will just send you, just wake up and just see food on the table. Why it is true that you're asking God, but you need to demonstrate action to make sure that what you're asking God for. Because, God is somebody who, that's why God said, the Bible says there's no food for lazy men. So even if God says you want food, but you must go work, you must do something, you must do something to get food.
You got to do something, honestly. But first, this is our country. Yeah, this too is our country. Let's keep praying for our country. And too many things happening in the country. You listen to the speech, the New Year speech delivered by the former president at the Falkland Church. And last night we'll play you that. You know, one thing about George Weah, everything about George Weah is about God. I'm quite sure that's one of the reasons why. And you know, everywhere he goes, he's loved. Anything he do, most of the thing he does, and yes, they are all prosperous because God. Yes, because of God's intervention. Because everything about George Weah is about God. It's about peace. It's about reconciliation. Everything about him. It's about peace. And we'll play with that, you'll listen to him. And last time you listened to the former president asking God to help deliver Liberia, asking God for protection for Liberians, asking God that yes, this 2026, this year should be a year of favor, a year of divine blessings for Liberia and Liberians. And that's the kind of person he is. You know, we're asking God, God, help my country, Liberia, help my people, help my people, help my country. So most of his prayers is not about, you know, what he wants to get. It's not about him personally. George Weah is not asking God, I want you to give me mansions. I want you to give me buildings. I think God has helped him. I think considerably he has reached, you know, the echelon when it comes to life. He has reached the peak when it comes to life. So what do you think George Weah is going to be asking God for? George Weah is doing everything, asking God, praying to God, just for you and me, just for the country Liberia. Just for Liberia. And certainly. So let me see what I can bring to this. But, you know, I hope our government, and this new year, the government will listen to what was being posted on the page of the executive mansion by President Bouaka in terms of reconciliation, calling on opposition party to put differences aside and all of that. But that is just on the surface. We'll talk about that just in passing. That the president of Liberia, let's exclude, you know, the presidency. But everybody knows that Joseph Boakai is an elderly man. So people who give advice to the, you know, the younger ones, junior brothers, people rely on the elder ones for, you know, positive pieces of advice. So let's assume Joseph Boakai was not president. Let's assume Joseph Boakai was not president. But the fact that Joseph Boakai served as vice president, excluding the vice, you know, and a president position he held, there were other positions he held prior to becoming vice president for 12 years. So if Joseph Boakai did not win 2023 election, so people could still rely on Joseph Boakai, you know, for, you know, positive piece of advice, for way forward for Liberia. Even leaders, current leaders, will still go to Joseph Boakai to seek advice because they believe that because he has the experience, he has the age, and the number of years, considering the number of years he has worked in government. But in addition, in fact, because I believe that the presidency is an added advantage, in fact, to Boakai. If he was not president, he would have done those things. But now, in fact, he's president of the country. He's the father of the country, the father of the land. But he has failed 2 years now. He has failed to reconcile the country. And now they're writing all kinds of things on the executive mansion. The New Year message from your president. I think you read it. And you will see it. This is the time. Because, you know, when you're calling for reconciliation, that should be demonstrated through actions. Not through words. Not just through words, but through actions. But President Boubacar, 2 years. This is belated. This is overdue. This should have been done long since. You, as the president of the country, you should have called after the election. This is what people do. After election, because we believe that elections are characterized by tensions, elections are characterized by emotions. So after election, people will be better with one another. So as a leader, you call them together, put them together, call the people together. Opposition, call them, talk to them. Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, elections are over. Let us work together. Let's move our country forward. But you can't be the president. You can't be the chief architect for, hatred or division. Then you want to pretend as though, you are calling for peace when you are not, Mr. President. And this is what the president wrote. This is what he wrote about peace from the executive mansion. This is what on the executive mansion. And this is what is written here. And this is a New Year message from the president of Liberia. His Excellency, right? Yeah, H.E. Joseph Newman Boubacar. New Year message to Liberians. Okay. So it says, New Year message of national unity. Yes, that's the caption. New Year message of national unity by His Excellency Joseph Newman Boubacar, Senior President of the Republic of Liberia, Thursday, January 1st, 2026. Fellow Liberians, as we stand at the threshold of a new year, I speak to you not only as your president, but as a compatriot, bound to you by our shared history, common struggles, enduring hope, and collective destiny. Our nation has endured much. We have experienced division, hardship, and moments when our faith in one another was sorely tested. Yet, time and again, Liberia has proven resilient. We remain standing because of the spirit of unity. That's why the president said, though at times, strain has never been broken. The president said we remain standing because of unity. They said, though at times, so why is true that sometimes there could be there can be good times. He also acknowledged that sometimes there can be difficult times. And he went on by saying, as we enter this new year, and issue a clear and clarion call. Liberians must move forward as we enter this new year. And issue a clear and clarion call. Liberians must move forward together, or we will not move forward at all. Liberians must move forward together, or we will not move forward at all. When did the president realize this? So that 2026, right? Yes. Okay, let's move forward. And he went on by saying, I issue a clear and clarion call. Liberians must move forward together, or we will not move forward at all. Tribe against tribe, party against party, county against county, and religion against religion are divisions that weaken us. Tribe against tribe, religion against religion, party against party are divisions that weaken us. That's the president speaking. They do not build roads. So the president said, party going against party, tribe going against tribe, tribalism. They do not build roads. They do not educate children. They do not create jobs or heal our nation. Only unity does. National unity does not require uniformity of thought. It does not silence criticism. That's the president speaking. National unity does not require uniformity of thought. Everybody will not have the same, thinking or the same thought, right? Yes, granted. Yes, people have different thoughts. That's what the president telling us right here. National unity does not require uniformity of thought. It does not silence criticism. It does not silence criticism, national unity, or suppress debate. But we've seen it. We saw it. And we continue to see it under the United Party government. Debates have been suppressed. Is it not happening? Is it not happening? Criticisms. The government has had problem with criticism. So once you're not seeking president of the United Party government, you are in opposition. They suppress you. They suppress you. Let me go further again. So our president says, rather, it demands that even in disagreement, we recognize one another as Liberians first. Even in disagreement, we recognize one another as Liberians first. It means we contest ideas, not identities. Compute with policies, not prejudice, and pursue progress, not personal destruction. As I have consistently done, I call on political leaders across all parties to work together, lowering the temperature of our national discourse. Disagreement must never descend into hatred. Opposition must never become obstruction to the national good of a desire for harm to befall our country. When it does, no one is spared. I guess the president knows this. I guess he knows. Leadership, whether in government or outside of it, carries great responsibility, and we pledge to uphold that responsibility. I also call on our national traditional leaders, religious leaders, youth, women, elders, and members of the Liberian diaspora to remember always that this nation belongs to all of us. The future of Liberia would not be delivered by one man, one party, or one religion. It will be built through collective sacrifice, shared responsibility, and mutual respect. Let us embrace the politics of solutions. Let us reject the nurturing of despair and recommit ourselves to healing, discipline, hard work, and patriotism. Let us renounce violence in word and deed and choose peace, not as a sign of weakness, but as a measure of strength. We extend our sincere gratitude to our partners in progress who continue to stand with us, supporting Liberia through each challenge we face. We reaffirm our respect for, appreciation of, and judicious use of their contributions as we pursue our national development agenda. Compatriots, the new year must mark another turning point, away from complaint and toward contribution, from criticism to embrace, from record of calm and from division of unity. Liberia is greater than our differences. The dream of a stable, prosperous, and dignified nation remains alive. What it requires is all of us. So I stop there. And this is what the president is saying. Yeah. These are things he wrote. But all of these good things, that yes, it's not about politics, tribe against tribe, party against party, religion against religion. Our focus should be how we can move this country forward. But has the president taken the lead? What has the president done? The president hasn't done anything. to address, these concerns. And out of what he has written, the president, that's what I said. The president has been one of those since the election in 2023. The president has failed to reconcile the country as a leader. The president has failed to reconcile the country as an elder. The president has failed to reconcile the country. After spending too many years in government. So people expect, Liberians expect much of President Boubacar. They expect much of him. But what has been the stumbling block that the president has not reconciled the country? Since 2023 election, you had major opposition political leaders like George Weah, like Cummings, Timmy Freeman, even before Prince Johnson could pass. The president who have done reconciliation ever since. Call those people, they are people who align with the Unity Party. Yes. Because the party had political marriage with those political parties in the runoff. So let's assume you don't want to call them. Yes, but people who contested against the Unity Party, opposition, who opposed, has the president called them? 2 years. 2 years. Is it not overdue? Is it not belated? That now President Boubacar will be talking about, party against party. It's not good for our country. We'll not build roads. We'll not educate children. And the most disgusting thing is, as a certain president of the country, you have a major opposition political party like the CDC. And we all follow the trend of issues, right? And we saw how the CDC party headquarters, how it was demolished. We follow. When President Boubacar, as a president of the country, what did he do? What was your intervention? But in fact, when he came from abroad, you were interviewed, he said the law is the law. That was what you said. And leader does not speak to that. The law is the law. That's what you said. And the CDC being a very peaceful and respectable political party, they abide by the rule of the court. That's why President Weah said in his speech. President Weah said, yes, in spite of everything, we got to respect the rule of law. Let them break it down. So you think, when you're doing those things, you think people are going to be happy with you? Breaking people party headquarters? No, absolutely not. They are not going to be happy with you. They see it as a witch hunt. They see it as a witch hunt. So you are not reconciling the country, Mr. President. And I guess the president is beginning to realize that, he hasn't achieved anything for the 2 years at the level of the presidency. So now he's sensing that, there are too many pressures from the opposition because he's not working with the opposition and it's not easy. So the government is not succeeding. So I'm sure it is from that background that President Boubacar is trying to realize, talk about reconciliation, this one, criticism, debates should not be suppressed, criticism, yes, blah, blah, blah. That's the first thing we expected the president to have done. To call George Weah. George Weah was president. George Weah did not treat President Boubacar. You were the standard bearer of the major, because when CDC was in power, the Unity Party was the major opposition in terms of members. George Weah was in power as president of this country, and he was still bringing Joseph Boubacar to him. He was still helping Joseph Boubacar. George Weah didn't say, oh, because Joseph Boubacar, might contest against me in future elections, so I will not help him. George Weah would have, he would have thought like that. Yes. George Weah said, no, It's not about politics. So everything that Joseph Boakai wrote, if it was George Weah who is saying those things, people will say yes. Because everything that George Weah says is demonstrated through his actions. When George Weah said peace, everybody believes that George Weah is peaceful. George Weah is not just saying it by words, but George Weah is demonstrating peace everywhere, every time. And Joseph Boakai is saying peace and reconciliation when he's doing the contrary. When he's not peaceful, when he's not reconciling the country, when he's divisive. Why would you be calling for peace when he's divisive, Mr. President? How do you expect us to move our country forward? How do you expect us to move our country forward? It's not good for our country. And this is a new year. The new year, everyone has plans for the new year. Resolutions, what they intend to do, what they envisage for the new year. And you listen to President Weah. Let me bring you this. You listened to President Weah last night, the watch night at the church. He delivered a very powerful sermon. And that's one thing people love the president for, because he's peaceful. So President Weah will not just write things, because he wanted to write it about peace. So everybody knows that President Weah is peaceful. Very peaceful and reconciliatory. Very, very peaceful. That's the kind of person he is. So now your president is beginning to realize that now, we should reconcile the country, we'll move the country forward, we'll do blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But let's listen, just in jiffy, let's listen to President Weah sermon last night. And that sermon was so great. That sermon was about peace, was about, anything. George Weah, every time he talks, that's peace. Anything that comes from his mouth is peace. It's about Liberia. It's about reconciliation. It's about moving this country forward. And that's the kind of person he is, George Weah. And that's how a leader behaves. Certainly. That's how a leader behaves. Reconcile. Politics, we met politics. Joseph Jenkins Roberts was the first president. He's no more. The longest serving president of Liberia, William Vakanara Shadrach Tubman, the longest, 27 years as president. He left. And Joseph Boakai would not be the last. There are presidents after Joseph Boakai. So we should always keep this at the back of our minds. That after politics, we'll live private life. And the way you will demonstrate, the way you will behave, while in politics or public service, it will either have a negative or positive impact in your private life. And that's why sometimes you see people leave from position, they broke. And we see in the story that they are former presidents. Because of ill-gotten wealth, they use ill-gotten wealth. They built mansions, and today their family can no longer manage those mansions. They are in ruin. You don't see someone here? They get some of the houses, they can't finish. Because the way, the manner and form in which they led the country, the way they behave. So their properties, since they did not get it the correct way, their properties, some of the properties, they pump millions of dollars. And today, they're dead and gone. All the money finished, and the family left behind, they don't have money again. So in the forest. Those properties are in ruin. We see it here. Past presidents, we see mansions that are built. Places, they are in ruin. and nobody can use it any longer, and nobody can complete it. That's about life. And that's how life is. So that's why in life, you should always have the second thought. You will not remain in position forever. You will not remain in position forever. Always have second thought. Always. It's necessary. We do those things. It's good for us to have second thoughts. And this is our president. So let me share this with you, folks. Let me share the summary with you. Let me bring it. Let me share it with you quickly so you can see what I'm talking about. And okay, I think I have something here. I gotta get it out. Okay.
Because before God wanted to smile. So yesterday, one of my friends came from America and said to me, you know, I'll come to the church tomorrow, but if you go there, the same room. What is the same room? He said, go to the States. Oh, I'm part of the December. I'm just from Miami. I'm here. So I'm part of the December. But all of you, Liberians, everywhere, we are Liberians. We travel. I know they also retire. Live in the United States, live in France, live in Holland, live in the diaspora, we are all God is our God, and we must know that and we get tempted back to This is what we does. Everywhere in the world, those that travel to come back to the country have to say so there is no dissembling. Welcome to all of you at the States. So let us pray. Thank you, mighty God, for everything. Lord, thank you for the possibilities throughout the years. Lord, we are grateful. We are grateful for all things, everything. Lord, we have no reward to give you the big praise in the holy name. Oh, Heavenly Father, as we continue to enjoy our year in these last days, Heavenly Father, let the Spirit, that He continue to carry us through. Some of us, Heavenly Father, we have no hope, we have no strength. Oh, ask you to give us strength. In the new year that you gave us, we want to be grateful that you will carry on in that new year. All our saved because it's a testimony that some of our friends, Heavenly Father, that continue to acknowledge you, Heavenly Father, in this year, while heading towards the new year, they perish. May their soul rest in perfect peace. May you receive them in your throne. What our God?
And folks, that's one good thing about the former president George Weah. He's not divisive. You listen how he started the sermon. What did he say first? He said, but normally when people come from, the diaspora, when they come for maybe the Christmas to come and spend the festive seasons with their family in Liberia, sometimes maybe just true joke. Yeah, so now we call them December. Because only December they come to the country to identify. So people call them, what did President Weah say? President Weah said, what are you left Liberia? You went to whatever part of the world. We are all Liberians. So nobody is December or what kind of breed. We are all Liberians. Apparently, you left the country to go out, to seek, to hustle, and come back and rebuild your country. There are other people in other countries. Our brothers, our sisters, they're in the diaspora. They are there. In fact, they are contributing immensely to the country. To the rebuilding of the country, they are contributing. They are sending resources. They're helping for the rebuilding of the country. That's why George Weah says, nobody is December. We are all Liberians. If you left Liberia and travel to any part of the world, you are Liberians. I am Liberians. Everybody is Liberian. Everything about George Weah, nothing divisive, nothing, just about peace. And you listen to the prayer. Let's pray for our country, Liberia. As we enter New Year, Liberia, Liberians. Let God carry us through. Let God protect us. That's the kind of person he is. Everything about him is about peace. It's about love. Not love for himself, but love for country. And that's the kind of George Weah we are talking about. And that's the George Weah we are discussing. Peace. No December. No the other one. We are all one. Is that not, an exemplary leadership? And George Weah has demonstrated that over the years. So it's not strange. So anytime you talk about peace, even people in the opposition bloc, they know that George Weah is peaceful. Some of them, there are people in the opposition, but they are realists. They will tell you point blank that George Weah is a peaceful man. They will tell you. Because why do they think, or why do they believe that George Weah is peaceful? You think George Weah was just sitting somewhere talking to he not demonstrated it, and people not seeing it through his actions? He didn't say he's peaceful? Because George Weah has demonstrated that time without numbers. That indeed he's peaceful. He has demonstrated that time without numbers. That he is a peaceful man. We've been here. Party headquarters that, the party invested millions of dollars. You saw the demolition? Very smooth. No agitation. George Weah was out of the country. But he called on his supporters to remain calm, to stay away from the party headquarters. Let the people implement the order from the court. And we saw that, yeah. The Desert Cities not get higher than people, but they listen to their leader. That is about leadership. A leader will always have, control over his people. So anytime he or she speaks, the people will listen. And that's the kind of leader George Weah is. Even his people will be angry to whatever extent. But whenever he speaks, the anger will calm down. He calms their anger down. Because they respect him as their leader. Had George Weah not been, a peaceful, president, to be frank with you, then Liberia, this country will have been plunged into chaos, into something so bad. But because of the peaceful nature of George Weah, this is why today without eating, the government has failed to address the bread and butter issue. Everything is not rosy, but at least when daybreak eat your ball cassava, you eat it in peace. Because of George Weah, we have to give credit to George Weah because of his peaceful nature. You think George Weah was desperate, like all the politicians who are desperate for power for the presidency? Had George Weah been desperate like some of those politicians, then by now the conscience, because George Weah had the popularity, he has followers, he has the numbers. So when George Weah says, gentlemen, today everybody come on, they'll do this, they will come in their numbers only because George Weah has spoken. Only because George Weah has spoken. George Weah has people. George Weah has men. Men. That when he tells them to do anything, they will do it. Without looking back. Without regret. They will do it. But he says, no. This is our country. It's not about position. It's not about power. But it's about the betterment of our country. It's about the rebuilding of our country. So, Mr. President, President Bouaka, your New Year message, we listen to it. Yeah, but that is just on the surface. And that is not demonstrated by you. You have not demonstrated that as a president. You should have taken the lead to reconcile the country right after elections. Right after elections in 2023. You're gone 2 years now. But that was not priority. When did you realize that this has become, a priority? That reconciliation is necessary for the forward march of the country. We need to reconcile our people. We need to put our people together. We need to reconcile the opposition. When did you realize that? But the priority was, the presidency. And now the priority still remains the presidency. How do you, retain? How do you retain the presidency? 2029. So reconciliation is no longer priority now. So those surrogates, they ill advised the president. So, don't reconcile the country, baby. So yeah, it's not time for reconciliation. Yes. Don't reconcile the country, baby. Their whole focus now. That 2029. Who told you that you can reconcile the country and still go to election 2029? Who told you that? Reconciliation is key. Very key to the progress of the country. What did George Weah do? When George Weah won election in 2017, George Weah brought people together. Even you, President Bouaka, you were his major opposition. He brought you close to him. He took you as a father to him. He treated you as a father. But now you are the president. An elderly man, as old as the president is, we expect him to have, the kind of knowledge that others will follow. So if the president is behaving that day, what becomes of the younger ones, the adolescent ones that are coming up? The adolescent ones, what are we teaching them? That we should be desperate for power? No. This is not good for our country. This is certainly not good for our country. And that's what we always say. God is a God who works mysterious ways. The way God works, no man understands. And all of the Rick Monroe, all of the breaking down the CDC, doing the United Party, their homecoming. In fact, said they deployed armed police officer at the headquarters. The proposed headquarters of the CDC. For what so? For what now? What did they do? Why were those armed police officers deployed? preventing sedition from going at their own party headquarters, man. For God's sake, only because United Party will have it home going. Will you be doing this? Those are things that you're doing. Then you're talking about reconciliation. You're talking about reconciling the country. When you continue to suppress the CDC, only because of one person, because of George Weah. Only because of George Weah will help you. The CDC is equally a party, like the United Party. So why was when CDC when CDC was breaking grounds for the construction of their proposed headquarters, why did he deploy armed people to United Party? But you have homecoming. But Sedition should not go to the party headquarters. They shouldn't go there. Only because United Party people, they're on the other side. They're having what that for? Is that a suppression? Is that the kind of unity you're talking about? They say people should not suppress debate, but you try to suppress criticisms. That nobody should criticize the United Party government. You are equally suppressing debates in the country. Because anyone who comes out with a debate, one, it is against the United Party. No, it's not good. It's not good. You'll be ostracized. You'll be criticized. They will haunt you. This is not the kind of Liberia we envisage. Even in 2026 and years to come, it is not the kind of Liberia Liberians expect. It is certainly not. We need to redirect our thinking. We need to revive the way we look at things, the way we look at politics. We need to revive our thinking and improve on how we can move our country forward. And the CDC continues to make headways. In spite of the hurdles. The hurdle battle, the suppression. But CDC, yet still, CDC has not broken down. With everything that has happened to the CDC still remains strong, very strong. And that has been demonstrated through their actions. That's why whenever, the court for gallery, today, the Monserrate County Women's League, they had a little gallery today. I mean, in fact, let me show you the video. Just today, just the little gallery. See the women. They're very proud of their party. See them in the CDC lapels, their regalia and all of that. Parrots. Women, elderly women. This is the kind of party. They are very proud. Whether they get it, they don't get it, but they just love their party. I'm sure that's one of the reasons why the United Party is just angry. That's why the minister says, in position the vest. Out position the vest. Then when will you be happy? Because I thought when you're out position, you vest because you want to be in position. You in position and then why are you still angry? Why are you still better? You've been desperate for the presidency. Now you have the presidency, but you still vest with the CDC. And the CDC, they're happy. But you vest, you're angry. You don't want to see them. You don't want to see them. What is this? What is this? We can live in our own country. We're not slaves. We can never be slaves in our country. This country belongs to everyone. I think, yeah, President Obama said it in our message. He said it. No one man can develop the country. No one person can develop the country. That's why we are saying consistently that one person, the government cannot succeed easily without the opposition. No, you got to bring the opposition on board. They have their own ideas that will help your government. They could contribute. And those ideas could be so, instinctual. But you think if George Weah would have just signed and say, oh, because I get George Weah already had George Weah already has the popularity. George Weah got the people already. President Walker does not have the popularity that George Weah has. With all of the popularity that George Weah has, he still called people on board. He still included opposition. He gave position. Look at the position of opposition. There were people who came from the opposition bloc. They worked in George Weah government. They held top positions. They were not typical seditions. Why did he do so? The government of inclusion. Government of inclusion. George Weah did not say, oh, when you're not sedition, I'll not give you jobs. No, he didn't say so. Top positions. There were people who held. And those people held those positions not on the basis of sedition, but on the basis of their Liberians. But Unity Party came to power. There were people, because they were sedition, there were people who were in positions, and you can't talk them off only because they were sedition. That's why we need to put out this, too much politics. We need to put them aside. Think about your country. Think about Liberians. It doesn't matter what kind of political party you come from. But when a party A or party B, you are Liberian. You are entitled to a job to work in your country. That's your entitlement. Then I will tell you that George Weah are giving jobs to people on the basis of qualification, not on the basis of party. Not like the United Party. They gave you position because you United Party. Once you for the United Party, you are partisan of the party. You anything you do, you're free. You know how many times the NCC has come out with a report about corruption allegations, corruption scandals, about people from this very party, the United Party? What has the president done? Then they come and say asset recovery team. Asset recovery team, when you get 10 million project, you can account for it. Then what? In fact, that has even undermined the asset recovery. When the government cannot account for 10 million, then who asset? You think Clark Martin will go stay for somebody to talk about asset recovery? You think Clark Martin will go stay for somebody to talk about asset recovery when the government cannot account for $10 million US project in FOIA? You guys are joking in this country. You guys are joking. Yeah, Clark Martin go on for asset recovery on it. Since we've been talking about 10 million, yeah, Clark Martin asset recovery. What have you heard him say anything? Have you heard him utter a word? Yeah. So I want. So the asset recovery does not have a jurisdiction over other project. Eh? Even the PPCC, the Public Procurement Concession Commission, the PPCC. What have they said? They haven't said anything. But when it is about the opposition, then you see them jittering, jumping here. They're so desperate. You see armed police officer Field. Gregor will send police officer and go there to implement so-called orders. We are all Liberians. This is our country. This is Saturday. Let me just bring you this. The Winnie League today. Look at our mothers. Gallery. Very colorful gallery they had today. Very colorful. The women and this is the CDC. We're always talking about. The CDC is a party that is loved. Yeah? So nothing anybody CDC. You can never break the CDC down. You like it or not, nothing can do to the CDC. You can't. Absolutely. You can't break the CDC down. Nothing you can do to bring the CDC down. So don't waste your time. Stop wasting your time because you are wasting your time. Nothing you can do to bring the CDC down. The women
and happy 2026. Everybody have your seats as we go through the end. So please have your seat. Clap for yourself, please. Thank you. Blessing for for me to be in CDC. I found a home. I found a resting place in CDC. And we are in CDC forever. We are in CDC forever. We're not going anywhere. So we want to say thank you. We want to welcome you to our home. And we say Merry Christmas and Happy 2026. So you can have your seat as we go through the end. So please have your seat. Clap for yourself, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank
We don't buy hero. You gotta take us. Give that one. Give that one. How to go up. We here. Okay.
So this is it.
We have first on our agenda.
Women's League was the program
And I just thought to show you this. Look at these women on the screen. Look at them. Responsible women. And you listen to the lady, the woman say, we love CDC. The CDC is our home. And we will remain in the CDC forever. And the other lady, did you listen to her? The lady said, we are dumper fire. The dumper fire, the fire that had to go off. Yes. The fire that had to go off. So the CDC is a dump. That was what she meant. That we are dumper. We are citizens. We had to die. That's just the simple interpretation. That we are dumper fire. I don't care what you do. You waste the water on the dumper. I feel like I finish going up. But where on your system will come up again. That's how the CDC is. And that's why the lady said we are dumper fire. We had to go off. And we're just saying, so in spite of the rigmarole, the difficulties, the suppression, but they're still strong, they're still standing. And the other lady said, we remain in the CDC forever. And this is what the United Party will continue to be better, because there's a big difference between the United Party and the CDC. And that difference is just because of the popularity. CDC, not just the popularity, but citizens just love their party. They do anything it takes, whatever it requires of them for their party. They're willing to sacrifice, to die. Listen to those women. I didn't even play the recording for even 5 minutes. But the first two persons, the first two women, the speaker, the first thing she said, well, this is our party. We love the CDC. But look at them. They're very proud. See how unique they are. See, they're in that CDC head, they're lappers. They're happy. They're happy. Only because of the CDC. Because they love the party. Because they love their party. So anything about the CDC, any gallery that the CDC is having, they're proud to go there. If there's no vehicle to transport them, they will walk. And they will not complain. They're not like all the political parties that will be waiting for NTA buses to transport them. No. I've seen doing the groundbreaking. I was there. I witnessed that. But if I saw people claiming coconut tree because no space, risking their lives to claim the coconut tree just to see coconut tree, no space on the ground. No space. So now the United Party is getting more better because they are saying to themselves that all of what we have done to bring this party, that what kind of party is this? We have broken their party headquarters. We suppressed them. We grabbed some of our officials, we incarcerated them at the Moria Central Prison, but yet and still, the party is still strong and mighty. Which kind of party is this? And this is the mighty CDC. Nothing you can do to break the CDC down. So, folks, let's go to the line and get the interaction. 0772 23 99 33, 0886 30 44 97, 0777 9803 75. We can let's start to take your calls right now, and we can have a fruitful discussion here. And let's see who's on this line. This person on the women line. Okay. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Tonto.
Newton.
Yeah, Newton, good evening. Yeah, for sure, I'm calling from Josephine. Happy New Year to you first. Okay, thank you very much, Angela. You say, oh, I used to not be on our program today when my opposition called me. I can't to think of it. I go visit my people there. Let me tell you, Newton, what I tell my opposition, I say, CDC, and then our your call will be there. Even protect ground, I can miss it, I can be there. Let me tell you, protect ground, when you just you see me there, I there. No protect at the poor for the country. That the children will not be there, I will be there. Let me tell you, we love our party as the woman said. The party that God bring the party for all. It's not men bringing. They let use your we have to get we take us but God bring the party for the native people of the nation to deliver the nation here. So thank you very much, my brother. I enjoy President. We are so much. President, we are when you listen to me, I said it last time. I said, President, we are so New Year Eve. You must speak power so much, and you speak it so much. I enjoy it. Thank you, my president. Thank you. We'll stand by you. Don't let to them we're bringing you to deliver the country. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for the show. My name is Abraham Yuma. I am off of the police around the Habia era. Yes, this one you just said everything. President Butter is a detective filming. When you be talking about reconciliation, nobody should be against party. When you are a group of people who call themselves the party are doing it, put out in there, they'll kill people to the party headquarters. You're not satisfied with that. You kill the power only because of the appreciation yourself. You know your power, you never you say you will not be speaker. Equal get job to be mother also for lower. Only because you are associated you say equal is a job on the name. Land like a name, all things that you have done in this country against only because they are all that is a reconciliation. What you call reconciliation? The liver are there for you so much. You decide to give all the jobs to the people of Lopa. When you see over starting the against us, you are divided forces. You really want to cause the problem in the story. You really want to tell them that it's on the night, go well, 1998, 1999, 1998, you know what I tell people in the country, they're not willing to change for it. They careful when you talk, as you speak, they will grab you. Only because one want to go there, you wear a brain of capital belly, we wait for people at their mind. Who want to go there before they going out the capital? You say people are mind the place, let's say place of brand. You are the police, you go back to the police. They talk about legislation, but you have to revive all things before and down you cannot do. So if you see about legislation, you must go here. I want to tell President Happy New Year and God bless me and continue to be good to the country as we have been long before everything about politics. So I just want to say thank you to God. Thank you for the show.
All right, thank you for your contribution. We appreciate it. Let's go to the Lone Star line. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Nathan.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, compliment of the season.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, my name is Joseph Biara. I do join from my comfort zone in my restaurant, the most beautiful Yan Sawutan Swan Maga District, Bomi County.
Okay, go ahead, my brother. That's it.
Yeah, I want to say thank you so much, brother. The issue is this party is a blessing party. And so all of our leaders are blessing people. So the more this person continue to intimidate this party, the more people get the appetite to join, the more people get the anxiety to join over the even lead a better schedule to go upon the core of CDC. So this issue of Jamaica, the person they go stand in a church or go church, they may challenge him. He could not say anything about the challenge that the person put before him. That ministry, they are just been a coffee ministry, the ministry of Jamaica and that of Daniel Samuel, I brought that ministry to a proper ridicule. But you know, we can't blame the people. The girl saying that says later on the fish can start getting ready for the hair. The president himself is not governing this country. He's not the president. They respected all of the laws, all of the constitutional laws of our land, and violated everything. So this 2026, and they talk quickly. The 2026 is a fire for fire. We're going to put this government feet to the fire, and we're going to make them. Thank you all so much.
All right, thank you. We appreciate my brother. Thank you. Let's go to the Miss Line. Good evening.
Oh, happy New Year, my son.
Happy New Year.
Oh, let's go carry us. Then what will it cost over? Bless God for our life. It was not easy, but we made it. We say out to my diaspora people that show their hand to us. Physician, let's be silent. Let's be here. We're here and we will be here forever. We will not die. The said, Walker, this is March 16. Fire for fire, 2026. Let me remind you again, you say you all for peace. What is peace you carry? I don't talk to upper airport there to step up, what they step up, you can't put what they step up. So I tell you that 2026 fire for fire. When you chose to, we chose to. When you do two, we do two. We're telling you now, if you do it for peace, to tell for what, because we know you. You are a false human being, you are a liar. So we're telling you now, it's going to say for a second, they are for a second order. You protest here almost 30 years, almost George Malawiya. Nobody tells you, everybody, they tell you a bread. They give you 1 year milk. But when we go to protest, you go after our protest, so they say, okay, that's different ball game. They say, Walker, that's more Walker, tell your husband. Maybe you're not listening, but you can listen to the radio. Maybe you're following the show to left. This year we're in. Now 3 years, nothing you can show. In the 3 years, nothing you can show up. We have to you show one thing that you did on your own. That will be time for politics. You cannot show it. You take your boss, go after party, after you go to party, our party go down. They walk out to a free talk, was never open it. Then here we in at a different ball because you are CDC. You better put it in a rule. But we'll tell you so we will allocate but I open it and say, oh, you are leaving. But then here we in anybody, when you call job and will call you. Anybody said it will send it back to Joseph Walker. Thank you for having me.
All right, Masisi, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thanks for your contribution. And let's move on to this line. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Hi, Camille.
I'm okay. What's your name, sir?
Yeah, my name is Vanny Kadi, 1 million Williamson, follower of Abraham Goffin William.
Yeah, Vanny, go ahead. Let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, thank you for your discussion. Yeah, thank you. You see, bro, let me tell you, the South Africa not here in this country. The reason is that the man trying to make mockery all at all. When you violated all the law in this country. You tell me you break our party headquarters down. Then you are calling for reconciliation. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? No, let me tell you this. But Otis.
This is Newton.
Okay, Newton. Thank you for the correction. But Newton, let me tell you, this year we're not here we're here for fire. So let me get ready for us. Because all the things that he did to us, we feel because our political leader, because he is a peaceful man. But we're not here for that thing. They may keep hurting us. We keep hurting the country. You have information ministry. When they're not send that error to causing error, you cannot talk as a leader. What you do from the beginning of your government, you're supposed to put everything under control, but you're not doing it. You're running behind opposition. Then today you want for people to be reconciled. You're not here for that. When now I was to take 2 by 2 knock you. So thank you for your topic on that discussion. We're not here for that. Yeah.
So I'm Moses law, you do me and do you.
Yeah, you do me and do you. It
Okay,
would,
thank you. So let's go to the line. Let's speak with this person. Good evening.
Hello?
Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Thomas. How are you?
I'm okay. What's your name, sir?
Anyway, this is A.B. Collins. I'm calling you from Lokintown.
A.B., let's hear
you. See, in the past, President Baka told us, you have not protect or make sure they give it to our boy. Now the main job they give it to him for his conduct. That is why he's not promoting national unity. If you can recall, when President Weah won the election, President Weah paid a visit to Joseph Baka. That is a speak volume. Okay? President Weah went to him and paid a visit. For the time President Baka won the election, he has not done that. You know, referring to Joe at the sake of main job, to get it to a boy. Now he's a man that has the main job now. But if one guy is not proving to us that he's a man that doing a main job, how can we have national unity in the country when the president is proceeding in a foreign manner? My brother, what can we achieve from the administration? The president making series of mistakes. He's not promoting national unity. It's so frustrating. That's why we are praying that President Weah should come back. Because what we are seeing for Joseph Boakai is not encouraging. They don't look at the country. When he came in power, he broke all our laws. When after taking position, just meeting out of the way. Is that why we promote national unity? It's so frustrating, my brother. Thank you for the time, man.
All right.
Let me get up again the call.
Thank you so much, my brother. We appreciate you. Let's go to the women's line. This person is right here on the line. Good evening.
Hello?
Good evening.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm okay. What's your name?
I'm Malcolm calling from Puebla.
All right, Malcolm. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I read one label on the radio yesterday morning. He brought up for me about the two-year project. And he was talking about transportation. I just understand that I let you send it to him, but I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, but I don't know whether you get Israel, but we are seeing number.
No.
All right, so okay, I'll take your. Let me take your number. Then after the Sunday, I think I'll give it to him. We'll call you up.
Okay. And I want to tell you, if the Kizzy people cannot even in one another, it should be careful in our prayer. It should be careful in our prayer. You start in the election, how they were paying their own develop. So that it be careful on our side. Nobody should pay to go there for us. Someone follow to play me.
Right.
And what we say that much. These are the people who want them in the party. We don't call because of the time, but they will carry the party and not. So I tell you, thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, man. Thank you. So let's go to the diaspora line and go to the diaspora line and talk with this person. Good evening.
Good evening, my brother. Happy New Year to you all and Happy New Year to the listening audience. This is Melinson Yadro from New Jersey. You know, I listened to you reading Baka's statement he made for the new year. Is Baka a serious person? Does he have credibility? Only people who get credibility and integrity and people can see it in their action. When he speaks the way he spoke, people can believe it. But Baka has exhibited nothing of such. A man who made him to be living right now, called George Weah, who took him and sent him to America here where he had a pacemaker planted on his heart, that making him to be living right now. That took care of him throughout his 6-year presidency, bought him cars, fed him. The very terminal he built for president Bwaka stopped him from using it. Since he called Bwaka on the election day and concede and call him and concede and congratulate him, Bwaka has never talked to him on a cell phone. So that somebody like that will say, like, "Press should reconcile, we should do this, we should do that." He said, "Joker, he and his followers are a bunch of criminals and their days are normal. Like Brempo will reward them in 2029 November at the general election." He had no credibility. He said, "Joker." I saw that nonsense on Facebook. I wrote a comment on it. I said, "Let him take a phone and call Joe Weah first and speak to Joe Weah. Then we know that he's serious for reconciliation." He had made a followers to polarize the country. The country has never been the way it is. Even when Ellen was president for 12 years, where he served as vice president, Liberia was never like that. When CDC was in opposition for 12 years, Liberia was never the way it is today. It is because of that idiot called Joseph Bwaka that caused our country to be like that. Liberia want to see one another dead. Then he's talking about reconciliation. Let him go to hell and sit down, man. Thank you.
All right, Medicine. Thank you so much for your participation. We appreciate. So, Harley, I think Edmond is on the line. Let's speak with Edmond. Edmond, good evening.
Thank you, brother. Happy New Year.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, after you said yesterday and today we are in a new year, and Bwaka is a line on to come up soon. We wanted to reflect, on the old year today and think what we can start doing 2026, but he is taking ought to come up because Bwaka is he has a walking contradiction. He contradicts himself every time. I don't know who can write those stuff for him because it doesn't represent him what he calling for. You talk about disunity. At what time you get to know about disunity? You don't know that disunity is here. Political party versus political party. Who started it? It's you, Bwaka. Two persons fighting, two group of people fighting over capital building. Capital building is burned down. Today, as we speak, who are the victims? Sedition. Sedition are the victims of the capital building issue. So how do you not come and talk about political party versus political party? After winning the election, President Weah turning over, he attended your inauguration, he traveled. While returning to the country, you stop him from using the very presidential launch that he made. Which party does he come from? From CDC. So how do you tell us that political party versus political party? You are doing everything to destroy our country. But it is our understanding is that Bwaka was part of Lofa Defense Force, and during the war they were here. You know what they used to do when they call for ceasefire? They say, "Oh no, ceasefire." But when they start to lose territory, when they start to lose ground, then they come to tell you, say, "Let's go for ceasefire." That's what happening here. We are not going to turn down. We are not going to call for ceasefire. The first thing you need to do is to call on a group of people to drop their arm. When they do so, then we will ceasefire. But for now, as long as we are gaining territory, as long as we are gaining ground, the ceasefire that he's trying to call for some sanity, we will not agree. We will continue firing.
So it's almost like the terrorists in Nigeria. So they been they say they were not ready for negotiation, but you see Trump now just selling some bombs and some racket there. They say they want to negotiate.
Okay. So that I tell you, so these are their tactics, and we will not agree to that. Okay, so we are gaining territory and winning ground. We'll continue to fight until he can first encourage a guy that supporting him to drop their arm. Probably he has come to realize that things are not easy. Things are not okay in the country. See the new year. Normally, when there is a new year, from 12 midnight or from 1 o'clock all the way in the afternoon time, you will see people with gallon, with pata, beating in front of people door, requesting for a little surgery from them. But I didn't see that. I saw other people, they are saying they didn't see it. So thing is very, very difficult. The United Party forward thinking, say, once you are the government, you are the
The one in charge, you have all the money in your account, you go, you collect it, come and pay salary, come and annotate development. You fail to understand that the opposition has a serious part to play in the country governing process. You were advised by ECOWAS Commission. You failed to listen. So at this time, he talked about reconciliation, he talked about unity. There is a serious disunity in the country. There is a serious uncertainty that hangs over the country. But for his ceasefire, we will not agree until he called on his supporters to drop their arm or to drop a gun and go back in the barrel. Then those of us who are considered the rebel, we will ceasefire Bamano that. We will continue to fight. We will not listen to him. And kudos to our president. We know him for that. President Weah. He is the one that we will listen to. We will pray. We will ask for God. We will pray for Liberia, for God to preserve Liberia. But I'm not going to pray for God to make Liberia to prosper on a Bouakai because there is no prospect, there is no hope, there is no way that Bouakai can ever do anything for this country. We will continue to be in the reverse move until 2029 comes. If the Liberian people chooses to put him back, that's it. Thank you.
All right, Edmond, thank you for your participation. Thank you so much. We move on to Joseph Colley from the diaspora. Joseph, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Hey, good evening, brother. Newton, and happy New Year to everybody, Mama Liberia, our people. Hey, Lord, let me tell you, let's get to the issue. The thing is, Joseph Bouakai, don't tell me, show us. The unity that you're talking about is not in the mud. You got to show it. It's not saying it and doing something different. You are the same one that came into power, the old man that they say that know everything. You start running after people taking them from position before they are from the other party. Where is the reconciliation? You are the same one that killed the Liberian people, children, with scholarship. You took that money from them. Where is the money? You cook the children, your wife or self cook the children for her office. Where is the reconciliation? And you start on television or you were there, you say everything is okay. You're talking about you receive tests from sedition, praising you that you are doing well. Where are you doing the well? The people are starving. They don't have food to eat. You broke people's houses down. Is that a reconciliation you're talking about? Putting people in the street, making people homeless? That's a reconciliation? But we can see the rise and be able to differentiate. Georgia did not come to move people from power. Your regime speaker was vandalizing somebody's car. Did you talk about that? Is that a reconciliation of how you want things to go? You want to have your cake and eat it? You have the disgruntled one insulting the presidency, the office of the president. Where is the reconciliation? They came before you shaking your hand, you were giving their hug. Did you tell them what they were doing was wrong? No. You have the demonstration that was going on. You have the criminals on the other side. You brought your own people, stoning the Liberian people. Is that a reconciliation we're talking about? Taking brothers against brother, sister against sister? The people came to demonstrate to tell you how they feel about the nation. Now you have other people from the other side behind the police. The police that's supposed to be taking peace. The divine man is stoning their brothers and sisters on the other side. And there was nothing done about it. Is that a reconciliation? Don't tell us, show us. We will see it. Our mothers, our brothers and sisters will see it. You don't tell them. Don't come and put on the farm mob and get to all type of thing. Say, be meaningful of what you are saying. When you say something, let the people see it.
You're right. You're right.
Then we don't have no economic. Yeah, we don't have no economic problem. We have COVID. George will have to go through it. The Liberian people went through it. But that's not everything. You did not behave the way you behaving. You went, you broke all the laws. You had 2 speakers. The Supreme Court. Those are you letting people children. Your people in there. Tell them let it come on this side. Those who are in the diaspora, the thing they have done down there, that brother come out talking, let somebody come out thinking out that president did that he can't do it on this side and know what will happen to him. Say it is good. Right. So when you go in America, go exhibit that same thing. You will not be in jail until your children will not see you for life. Then you can't tell us something different. Don't tell us, show us. We will see it. Our people will see it, they will feel it.
You're right, Joseph.
But God bless you, man. You're taking care, man.
Thank you so much, Joseph. We appreciate your participation. And let's move to the women's line. And the line is so hard tonight. The lines are hard. Very, very hard. Good evening.
Good evening, my dear brother.
What's your name?
My name is Darius Bronsky, and I call from Sinka.
All right, go ahead, man. Let's hear you.
How can a president who came to power and started taking Liberian people from the job saying he want to reconcile the country? Those people who are going to bear with hunger cannot afford for the family. What will you tell them? How can you reconcile with hungry men? That's different here. He had the country almost 8 months hostage just because he wanted a regime speaker. So that because it's not a unifier, then he start fooling himself. Maybe they just pull out words together, they just put it on his page. That's it for your heart. Enough for your heart. The people brought a whole lot of hardship in the country here. Carrying the country backward every day. They say they came to rescue. But that is what Liberian people went for. So we'll live for it for the next 6 years. I want to tell you, every day, some of us were already prepared for it because we knew we were not going to get nothing out of the old man. He's very divisive. Very much indeed. He's now a unifier. So then they start fooling themselves. They just go a whole lot of places and go put it on executive mansion website. Enough for your heart. That's a good night.
Thank you. And let us speak on the people. I think Mevico representative Mevico from District 3, Bone County. I think I was listening to one interview just this evening, and where Mevico and I think all the lawmakers, because Mevico is from the Phonetic Kofa block, so there are lawmakers who are calling for the recusal of the speaker and regarding that relationship issue and all of that. When he said message married his sister, he said, oh, delay that his sister, all kind of thing there. So the drama, the 2020 said, I someone knows again. 2020 said, drama not easy. So let's speak with the person. Good evening. Good evening. Oh, this person slipped off the line. This person slipped off. Who is on the women's line? Someone is here. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Can you get me?
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name?
Can you get me?
I'm getting you. What's your name?
My name is Letitia Wright. I come from 24th Street. I want to say thank you so much. First of all, Happy New Year.
Okay, thank you.
Happy New Year. You know, our president is not just ready to unify the country. He has caused so much division and peace in the hands of the Liberian people, especially for the division. You can come in power as a president. The former president congratulated you, and there are major opposition started in the country. What you have to do, like what President Weah did when he came to power, call them, brought them on board. Even if some of them they didn't want to work in your government, they can even give their input. Some of these people are connected internationally, they will help your government. But instead, the major project that President Walker has on him is to George Weah and the CDC. That is a major project. He is going after everybody. The speakership, no one held the country hostage for 7 months. And those people who were brutalized, they are now in jail. Some of them were sodomized, some of them losing parts of their body. And you not touch these things. But you want to say you reconcile, you put something on paper which is far from reality. When you can see the bitterness in the hearts of Liberia, just look at the festive season, how he went so poor in the country.
Certainly.
You know, there are silent people in the country who are in fear, they are not talking. They are just sitting and waiting for 2029 to bench out their anger. And one of those questions that me, I'm a wonderful physician since 2005, but I don't go into arguments with people. Actually, President Walker is doing well for our country. He has divided the country so much that he has a green and Liberia and a blue Liberia. So he must be realistic about a reconciliation. He's not realistic. And he's playing. And the 2026, as Teacher Light said, is fiery year, fire for fire. We will be at their throat. Yeah, much as they are inflicting things on and making fun of us. Our party headquarters was demolished. We hear on, we look on as they were demolishing it, and they made fun out of us. You think we just let go of that? He playing fun. He must be real. Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You raised a very salient point. We appreciate your point so highly. Thank you, man.
Thank you, my dear.
All right. So we'll take a few more calls and make a day. You know, today's holiday now. I know today holiday. I didn't go celebrate too. So we're not still on here too much, but we're almost here anyway. So we'll take just a few more calls, and I need to go. Take out some of the stress. And today January 1st, so I need to go sit down somewhere. I leave my people that send me New Year's. I go to my BS tomorrow. I know that one. Let me tell the other person. Good evening. Good evening. Hello. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
What's your
You
name?
getting me?
I'm getting you. Can you get me? What's your name?
Yeah, brother. I'm David Chiton calling from my comfort zone, the borough of Kutown, which has a West community.
All right, brother. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, my brother, we just have to pray for long life to reach a wonderful 2029 because those people that are in power, they lack everything. They got nothing to offer the people. The way the people lie to come to power. That one of my political analysts from your sister radio, from FM, he usually say that you can lie when in opposition or you can lie when in power. But Waka, he lack integrity. Do you imagine a leader, even if he was my father, I would have just owned him. Can you imagine a project, $10 million project, now in different county? The Waka is not a well, but he got a watch to lie on us. Telling 11 people he's not a well of it. Waka got integrity. Is this a leader? Is the only thing? Let our guess us all solutions to remain peaceful and until 2029. Thank you.
All right, my brother. Thank you so much. We appreciate. So I'll take three if we can. I will take 3 more calls, and we can make a day. I'll take just 3, 3 more calls, and we can make a day right here. I think I have this person right here on this line. This person slipped off the line. So we can take just 3 more calls and we can make a day here on this presentation of the show. Face the issues. Too many things happen in the country. And like, some of the guys said, we follow the impasse at the level of the legislature where in fact, police, the first time in the history of our country, for police officers to go out the grounds of the Capitol building, the home of lawmakers, to brutalize those lawmakers in their own area. Imagine police leaving Central and they went at the Capitol building. Those lawmakers who were against Rachel Coon, some of them were beaten, brutalized. In the history of our country, for lawmakers to be beaten by police officers. Imagine that. The rule of law. The rule of law is not respected under this government. We saw it. And I know. Police officers beating lawmakers, the first time in the history of the country. To go at the Capitol building. Instead of in your house, somebody leave their own house, they come in your house and beat you there unmercifully. Lawmakers, members of the first branch of government, the legislature, the Unapuaka, the ECA one, only because those people were opposing Rachel Coon. because you wanted Rachel Cohn. You can be a leader that anything that does not fall within the confines of the law. But because you are a leader, you say, I want this happen, it should happen. I think things should happen in conformity. If anything that should happen in the country, it should be in conformity with the law, not an individual pleasure or what he or she wants to see. That's not how our country runs. That's not how. So let me take this person quickly, we can go home. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Friday T. Research College from Dixie.
Yeah, Friday, go ahead quickly. Let's hear you.
Okay. I look at Waka is trying to make fun out of the Liberian people and even almost the parties that he's talking about. He knows very well within 2 years he didn't even show any sign after he won the election to call the various party to reconcile with them or to, because from the beginning, second round, he called all the party. They were married at the time. But after he won the election, he kicked them away. And what is saying is Waka already got money now for himself that he trying to bring people near him now, so they will not notice what all he been taking, what all he been stealing. So he trying to bluff people that he ready now for peace or he ready for reconciliation. And the second thing, he ready for reconciliation. They are just from Lofa. They carry 28 cows and 800 small back of rice. He didn't even give that 28 cows. You could divide within the 15 county, one cow, or send it to others or whosoever. Then we know that he ready to reconcile. But the dish will be they only divide, they eat the rest there, then they coming back and now they want to tell people say he ready to reconcile. When they were breaking the CDC or area down, when he came for America, and he said law is the law. We're ready for them. We're ready for them. We said it from the beginning that the man is not ready to make any impact in Liberia. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. We appreciate you so much. We appreciate so much. I will take the final caller, and we can make your day right here. Take the final caller, and we can make a day right here. But this is the kind of country, and the United Party government is known for breaking the laws of the country, and time without numbers, they have done that. Yet consistently, they have done that. They have broken the laws, and they continue to break the laws of our country. Then they want to come and say, so this is our final caller. Good evening. Good evening. I'm getting you. Can you get me? Good evening.
From Grand Crew.
Is it? What's your name again?
Dr. speaking from Grand Crew.
Yeah, Barclay from Grand Crew. Yeah, let's hear you, my brother. Go ahead, make your point.
Yeah, Omer Waka, he's not ready. He can't desire the country. He never listened to you, so nobody going to listen to him. He's trying to find a way, but we were there with him all of the time. His feet will be kept to the fire until 2029 by the grace of God. You can renounce citizen and you degrade him there. But he not degrade them, he degrades himself. 2029 is coming. Look at men like J. Franti Kufa, men like Raouli Sibo from the borough of Hatan B200, capital bidding no result, person. Then he's calling for reconciliation. He should please come out of himself. Remains.
At this recent investiture,
So folks, so every good or bad thing must come to an end. And certainly, every long road has an end. So, the Unity Party will come to an end one day. And of course, let's keep praying for our country, like we always say. Only God can intervene right now. And with your prayers, God will certainly intervene. See, this year you gotta be strong. You gotta keep the fire burning. I guess you're getting the results. The 2 years you've been very strong as a strong opposition, in spite of the differences, in spite of all of the turmoil. But yet and still, you have stood your ground to say, yes, the party is ours. Our party is our party. We don't care what happens. We don't care what Bwaka does, but we remain with the CDC. I respect you for that confidence, for that commitment to your party. That's what, that's what happens. We have committed, partisans, people who love their party from the depth of their hearts. So they will die. They will do anything just because of their party. And you did it again. You won the election, and you can do it again 2029. Well, my name is Newton. Thanks to all of you for being there. Thanks for your listening. To our diaspora team, always there chipping and helping. We appreciate all of you. Happy New Year to you. Want to say Happy New Year to the great Teacher Light. Teacher Light, somebody who can make people. Teacher Light is a leader, and just honestly. So when comparing Teacher Light and Bwaka, I think Teacher Light is more than Bwaka when it comes to leadership ability. So because Teacher Light goes beyond bound to make sure that good things happen. Well, I don't want Papi will stay, Papi. So let's keep praying for our former President George Weah. Keep praying for the Antonio Law, Abraham Garson. We was always here, making sure that we are able to sit here and have an interaction with you. And we will continue to sit here in this capacity to have an interaction with you as we enter the new year and continue even years ahead and to come. We will continue to be here. So my name is Newton Toba. Have a set of pleasant new year. I wish you all of the best. Bye-bye.
We still trying to understand the government agenda. The rescue mission, rescue vision, by a fake impression. They get it drop and lead the people with high expectation. Like who's that party seen it asking when the train will go. But how the train will go when the driver is old? We been sitting in the train, but the driver can wake up. Now all the funny thing they make all do back give up. But who think of the budget? Like they see men and I think of CPP document. The hustle selling like Dillon and young people property. But Uncle President Jerry praying for Bwaka to rap it. The country pie on us so we can understand it. See how the people crying.